guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I saw it on a YouTube video that I just watched recently and I thought about doing it. I just hadn't done it in a while, but today I finally whipped up the courage to do it, and today's video is going to be a CP questions tag. CP is short for cerebral palsy, which I have. And if you want to know more about my cerebral palsy story, I have a few videos on my channel that you can look up. And if you can't find them, I'll just put a link in the description box below if you guys want to watch them. So yeah, let's get this CP questions tag started. First question is, what kind of CP do you have? Well, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to try my best. It's quadripresis spastic cerebral palsy. And basically what that is I have kind of tight joints, like tight muscles. Sometimes they spasm, they tense up. It doesn't hurt, it's not painful at all. Well, in my case it's not. I don't know about other people. And yeah, just sometimes my bones kind of spasm, and you know, that's just what that is. And that's what I have, and sometimes it takes me a while to pick up stuff, or you know, like someone could just easily pick up a cup like really fast. For me, it takes me a little bit of time, not super slow, not like a turtle or a slug or whatever, but just like a little bit slower. But you know, I can do it. So yeah, that's what kind of CP I have. How did you get CP? I got CP during childbirth. My mom was giving birth to me, obviously. And sorry, I'm a little nervous. But yeah, my mom was you know, trying to have me, you know, naturally. And there was complications, and she basically was told that I needed to be born via C-section, because if she kept pushing me the natural way, I was gonna end up, you know, dying during childbirth. Excuse me. So basically the umbilical cord was suffocating me, causing the part of the brain that tells your arms and legs to function properly. I didn't get any oxygen on that part of the brain, so it's lights out on that part of the brain, but you know, it's fine. I can manage, and I live an awesomely good life, so no complaints here. How did you feel about it growing up? Growing up, I really didn't, you know, feel sorry for myself. I really didn't feel bad. I grew up with all my cousins, and they all treated me, you know, the same. I wasn't treated any differently, and it was not a problem. So I didn't really have a different childhood, like, you know, your average childhood. I went outside and played. I went to normal schools. I was a normal kid. In my eyes, I was a normal kid. To my family's eyes, I was a normal kid. I would just go outside in my wheelchair and, you know, just play outside with all the kids. So yeah, that's how my childhood, growing up. Okay, well, I didn't really answer the question correctly, but that was my childhood as, you know, having CP. As I got a little older, I started to notice that I was different from everybody else, because as soon as I hit junior high, you know, you're becoming a teenager, you're going through puberty, you know, you're hitting that, you know, like adolescence awkward phase in your life. And you know, I started noticing boys, but at the same time, boys didn't notice me because I'm in a wheelchair. You know, at the time I had the mindset that boys don't want to date a girl in a wheelchair. So I kind of, you know, felt bad that boys wouldn't look at me. You know, all my friends had boyfriends and girlfriends, and I was the only one in my group of friends that didn't have anybody. So yeah, poor Tori, I didn't have a boyfriend. But as I got into high school, I started having more group of friends. I had guy friends who did kind of flirt with me a little bit, but they didn't like pursue it or whatever. They didn't like pursue me. They probably thought it was going to be tricky to be with someone like me, but you know, it happens, whatever. But that was, you know, having CP, growing up, you know, dealing with it. So as a child, it was cool, it was good, it was easy, but as, you know, growing up, you know, teenage years, it was a bit tricky in the boy department. But as, you know, my friends, I had, you know, a normal group of friends. I was good. I was cool. How has CP impacted your life, good and bad? It's impacted my life, good and bad. I would say that I don't really feel sorry for myself. I don't know if that's even like the proper answer for this question. I don't feel sorry for myself. I love my life. Yeah, there's like challenges and there's, you know, obstacles that I face still to this day, but you know, I managed to work my way around it. I don't give up. Sometimes I do have, you know, days where I feel discouraged, and sometimes, you know, during those moments where I feel discouraged, I'm just like, hey, you know what, snap out of it. You're good, you're fine, you have family and friends who love you, you're good, your life is great, it's amazing, so stop feeling sorry for yourself. But yeah, I don't know if I even answered that question. I really don't understand that question. So I'm just gonna leave my answer as is. So I hope it made sense. I don't know if it did or not, but yeah. Did you ever think about your life without CP? Yes. I have thought about my life without CP and what kind of person I would have been. And, you know, sometimes I think that if I didn't have CP, I would have more experiences, you know, back to dating. I would have had probably like more boyfriends. I would have probably, you know, been able to experience more traveling. Maybe had more jobs. I did have one job and I was a greeter. It was at Olive Garden, but that was like a few years back. I probably would have more jobs, yes. I would probably be able to do different things. Maybe I would be an athlete. I don't know. Maybe I would, I don't know, be different, be somebody without CP. I don't know. But yes, I do think about that all the time. How was schooling with CP? Schooling from elementary to junior high to high school. For starters, with elementary, it was pretty fun. I loved elementary school. I even think back, I'm like, wow, I really miss elementary school. I wish I could go back. But I had a lot of friends in elementary school. They didn't treat me any differently. I actually recently got in contact with one of my best friends from like 2nd grade. She actually goes to my church. It's really, really funny. It's that we were able to reconnect. She actually found me on Facebook. But yeah, I had a lot of, you know, friends. Sometimes I would get a little bullied in elementary. But you know what? It's like, you're a kid. Sometimes it's bound to happen. You get bullied. But I know some kids get bullied like tremendously, where it's like you don't want to go to that school anymore. You're terrified to go to school. But in my case, I was bullied a little bit, but not to the point where I just didn't want to leave my house. It was not that horrible, not that drastic. And then, but yeah, elementary was good. I did have an aide with me all through elementary, all through junior high and high school. I had an aide who helped me, you know, if I needed to use the restroom, she would help me. If I needed to, you know, pull something out of my backpack, she would help me. You know, just she would be like my assistant, pretty much, and that was pretty easy, pretty good to have, because if I didn't have that, then I would probably have gotten like homeschooled or something. So I'm really blessed to have that kind of, you know, assistance. And then in junior high, I had the same thing. I had a lot of friends. You know, I still had an aide. Actually, junior high is when I started going to dances. But in junior high, the dances were during school hours. So I really didn't like go to dances outside of school hours. It was not like, you know, high school. But yeah, I got to experience dances. And you know, I still had my aide. And what else? I went to grad night. What else? Sometimes I was kind of a little bit of a rebel. I would tell my parents that I didn't have homework, but really I did. I just didn't want to do it. So, you know, the CP really didn't stop me from being that kind of student. So it kind of, you know, let me be at least some sort of a little rebel student. Rebel on wheels, if you will. But yeah, I got to experience that, and my mother loved it. She would always say, "You're walking the green mile." And yeah, that was fun. Mom, I love you. And then high school is where I experienced a lot. I experienced more dances. I experienced leaving the house for the first time without mom or dad. I went on a school trip. It was a jazz competition. First of all, I was in choir for about 3 years in high school, which was so fun. It was amazing. I love to sing, and speaking of singing, I'm actually going to be doing a few singing videos on here, so if you guys want to see that, come to my channel. So yeah, I went to a jazz competition in San Francisco. It was for 4 nights, and at the time my mom was kind of iffy about it. She would say, "Okay, fine, you can go." "Okay, no, never mind, I don't want you to go, I'm worried." "Okay, fine, you can go." Like, she would go back and forth, and I was just like, "Mom, please just let me go, please. I know you're worried, but the teacher's girlfriend is gonna be there, and she has a daughter who's a nurse, and she's gonna help me, I swear. If you don't believe me, come meet the teachers at the school during lunch hours, and they'll tell you, they'll prove to you that I'm not gonna be, you know, unattended. They're gonna help me, I swear." So my parents came down to the school during lunch hours and met the teacher, met his girlfriend, who was his girlfriend / teacher's assistant, and the teacher's assistant, you know, / his girlfriend. Her daughter showed up because she was also like a nurse. And so they, you know, they talked it over with my parents. They said, "Look, we got her. We got your girl. Don't worry, she's not going to be left alone. She's cool." And so my parents were like, "Okay, fine." But my mom was still kind of hesitant to let me go. But then she's like, "I gotta let her go. I gotta let her, you know, explore the world out there." So at the end of the day, they let me go, which was super awesome. It was so much fun. We ended up winning first place in the jazz competition, you know, because of me. Just kidding. No, but yeah, we won first place. It was awesome. And I actually still have the dress from my choir class. Well, it was called vocal ensemble because, you know, we were like the fabulous, you know, singers that were dressed awesomely fabulous. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I experienced my first trip alone without my parents. What else? Not discovered, experienced. What else did I experience? I went to prom. I went to Sadie's. I went to, where else did I go? I just experienced high school the way every, you know, average, normal teenager should discover high school. Not, why do I keep on saying discovered? Experienced high school, not discovered. Come on, Toria. Focus, get with it. But yeah, I experienced high school, the way a normal average person should do it. Except I had CP and I didn't let that stop me. Yeah, that's how having CP during schooling was for me. So yeah, that answers that question. How has your disability changed throughout your life? It hasn't changed much. I am still, confined to a chair. I have a walker that I use. I can walk with it. Only, I can't really walk on the walker for long periods of time because I would get like very, very tired. But I could walk like with the walker for about maybe, last time I walked with my walker, it was literally like about 20 minutes. I wanted to do this. I wanted to like feel the burn. And so I did it for about 20 minutes and it was awesome. It was amazing. I almost fell because I was getting really tired, but yes, I'm able to walk only with the walker. I keep on saying that, but oh well, that's what I do. I repeat myself over and over and over. How has it changed my life some more? Not really that much. Oh, I met my husband, in high school. We weren't really exactly high school sweethearts, but I met him, but we got together about 2 years after he graduated high school. So I guess that's how it changed me. It allowed me to start getting into the dating world. Hey. And it ended up, allowing me to get married, have a husband. Hey, that's cool. It allowed me to move out of my parents' house and live independently. That's where I'm filming this video now, in my own apartment. Hey. Well, not really my own. I have to share it with that guy over there, aka my husband. Just kidding. Love you, honey. But yeah, that's how it's changed my life. I don't know if that was the appropriate answer for that question, but that's how I felt the need to answer that question. And if it works, then there you go. I answered it. Let's see. Do you believe in God? Does that help deal with CP? I absolutely do, yes, believe in God. I go to church. I started going to church. Actually, no, I grew up in church. My whole life. Well, duh. That's, you grew up in church. Of course, it's your whole life. And then I started singing in church, and I feel like I'm babbling, but whatever. And then once I moved out, I stopped going for a while because I was just lazy. I'm gonna be real. I was just lazy. So I missed out on church for a total of 8 years. Yes, I just stopped going to church when I moved out. I was just lazy. But one day, it was last October, my sister was going to get water baptized at our church, and she wanted me to go and, support her, which I was very, very proud of her for doing that. I thought it was an amazing step in her life, and in her walk with God, and of course I went. I supported her, and when I went to church, I felt this, this happiness, this wholeness, in my soul, in my heart. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy, kind of like cheese ball material, but it's true. I loved it, and I just thought I really need to come back to church and build a good relationship with God. And so I had been going ever since October. So let me see, it's October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Almost 6 months I've been back to church, and I love it. And I believe that, God is gonna, do really amazing things in my life. He, despite my CP, I really think that, He's gonna show me and maybe help me to inspire other people, to tell them that, yes, I have a disability, but no, I will not let it get in the way of me living my life. And, you know, sometimes when I have, you know, my struggles or my doubts, you know, I just pray to God and I just tell them, you know, hey, God, I need strength. Please, like, give me strength, give me a peace of mind, and just help me to better myself. And I also believe that God gave me CP for a reason, because He wouldn't give me a challenge that I couldn't handle. And I can handle it. I'm able to handle it. I've been handling it for the past 32 years of my life. Yes, I just ratted myself out on my age. Yes, I'm 32. What? But yes, I don't think He would give anybody a challenge if they couldn't handle it, and He probably thought that about me, and that's why I have it. And it's been great so far, my life and my life with God. And yes, I haven't been let down by God, and I never will, because He doesn't let you down. So yeah. My last question is, if there was a pill or cure for CP, would you take it? I go back and forth on this question a lot. I would probably have to say no, I wouldn't take it, and my reason is because life with CP is me. Like, there is no, like, how do I say this? I know how to word it in my mind, but let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna start off with, if I would take it, yes I would, because I'm like 50-50 on this question. 50-50. Okay, so 50% of my reason for yes is that yes, I would take it because, you know, I get to experience life as an able-bodied person. I would get to, you know, do things, you know, I get to go hiking, I get to go like camping and play basketball and be a dancer, because I love dancing in my chair. But then I think that maybe I can actually be a dancer, you know, like as an able-bodied person can be a dancer. Like, okay, I told this to my sister and my cousin a couple weeks ago, and I told them that, like, yeah, I think I can, you know, twerk, because my mind, my knowledge of twerking is so easy, and I know I could do it, but the part of my brain that tells, you know, the body to dance, or the part that tells my legs to move and my booty to move, I can't do it physically, so I can't twerk, you know, physically. But I would be able to twerk if I was, you know, able to walk. These answers are so silly. But I'd be able to do that. I would be able to, you know, kick some butt, you know, if I was, you know, needing to be in a fight of some kind. I'd be able to do that. I would just be able to do anything like a normal able-bodied person would be able to do. Oh, I'd be able to drive. I would love to drive. Just get up and go, and, you know, just go into my car and just drive and get away. My favorite car, if I had a car, if I was able to drive, my car would be a Beetle car of, what do you call them? Like a little Volkswagen, or, you know, like the little Beetle cars that look like little bugs. Those cars are so cute. They're my favorite, and I always said that that would have been my car if I was, you know, able to drive. So yeah, I would just love to do that. My reason for not taking it will probably be because, you know, this is what I know. This is my life. This is, I would probably be like very, very scared if I was able to walk, because a person that can walk, they just walk. Me, I don't know what it's like. I would immediately think that I'm gonna fall. Oh my god, like, because I don't know how to like balance myself. I don't know how to, you know, I don't know how to walk. So I would just be scared, and it would just be like a whole scary experience for me that I really wouldn't want to experience because of my fear. But then also I wouldn't want to take it because, you know, Toria, how do I say this? Victoria with no CP, with no disability, is somebody different. It's not me. It's it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be the same person. I mean, obviously, but it just wouldn't be, I wouldn't be myself. It would just be like somebody totally different. Probably everything would change in my life, but yeah, that's a reason why I wouldn't want to take it, because it would just be not me. I don't know if that answers that question. I keep saying that. I'm very, very unsure of my answers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, by the way, that was all the questions I have to answer for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really, really do. I hope it was very informative, and I'm planning other CP videos for you guys. There's one video that I'm planning to do. It's kind of scary, and I've thought about doing it, but you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna, you know, surprise you guys. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna surprise you. I'm not gonna talk about it. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe. If you want to see or get notifications of when I upload next, click on the bell notification and you'll get notified. And yeah, leave a comment below if you have any more questions you want to ask me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!